In today's video, we're going to break down Hostinger cache settings and what you should actually turn on and why. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and we're going to talk through how caching works in very simple terms so you can speed up your website. A lot of people open their Hostinger settings, see a bunch of toggles, and either turn everything on or leave everything off. And honestly, both of those can hurt your site. So in this video, I'm going to break down what each setting does, when it makes sense to use it, and how to think about caching so your site loads faster without breaking anything. Let's get into it. So if you're not familiar, Hostinger is a web hosting platform that gives you the tools to run your website, manage files, and control performance settings all in one place. One of the most important parts of that is caching. Caching is basically a way to store parts of your website so they don't have to reload from scratch every time someone visits. Instead of rebuilding the page over and over again, the server saves a version of it and it delivers it faster. So instead of thinking of caching as something technical, think of it like this. Your website gets pre-prepared so it can load instantly. Hostinger gives you built-in caching tools so you don't always need extra plugins or complicated setups. But the challenge is knowing what to turn on and what to actually leave alone. Now, before we go into the settings, let's simplify what's happening. When someone visits your site, there are two ways that your site can load. The first way is dynamic loading. This means your site builds itself in real time. It pulls data, loads images, runs scripts, and then displays the page. The second way is cached loading. So this means your site already has a saved version ready to go, so it just delivers that version instantly. Cached loading is always faster, but the trade-off is that sometimes cached content can be slightly outdated if it's not refreshed properly, and that's why these settings are so important. First off is server level cache. So Hostinger has server level caching, which means the caching happens on their side before your site even loads in the browser. This is one of the most important settings to turn on. Server level caching stores your pages and delivers them quickly without needing to process everything again. This is going to reduce load times and also reduce strain on your hosting. For most websites, this should absolutely be turned on. The only time you might turn this off is if your site is constantly changing in real time, like a dashboard or something with live data. But for blogs, business sites, landing pages, and most stores, this is an absolute clear yes. Next is object cache. So object caching is a little bit more specific. Instead of caching full pages, it caches part of your site like database queries. So if your site is pulling the same data over and over again, object cache saves that result and reuses it instead of asking the database again. This is especially helpful for WordPress sites or anything that relies heavily on database. Turning this on can make your backend faster and improve how quickly pages load. But if your site has very dynamic content that changes constantly, you may need to test this setting to make sure everything updates correctly. For most users, turning this on is a really good move. Next is browser cache. So browser caching is about the visitor's side, not your server. When someone visits your site, their browser stores things like images, styles, and scripts, so the next time they visit, it doesn't need to reload everything. This makes repeat visits much faster. This setting should almost always be on. There's really no downside for most websites, and it just improves user experience without affecting how your site functions. Next is cache expiration and clearing. One thing a lot of people overlook is how long your cache is stored. If your cache lasts too long, visitors might see outdated content. If it refreshes too often, you lose the speed benefits. So there truly is a balance here. For most sites, having a reasonable cache duration works best. You don't need it refreshing every minute, but you also don't want it to be stuck for days if you're making updates. This is why clearing your cache manually is important. Anytime you update your site, change design elements, or publish something new, you should clear your cache so your visitors see the latest version. This is one of the simplest habits that makes a really big difference. Now, I want to touch on when caching can break things. So caching is very powerful, like I said, but it's not perfect. There's definitely situations where caching can cause issues. For example, if your site has login areas, shopping carts, or personalized content, caching can sometimes show the wrong version of a page. This is because the cached version doesn't always update per user. So for things like checkout pages, user dashboards, or account areas, caching is usually excluded. Hostinger typically handles some of this automatically, but it's still something to be aware of. If something looks off on your site, caching is often the first thing to check. If you want a simple way to approach this, here's how to think about. Turn on server level caching, turn on browser caching, turn on object caching if you're using WordPress or a database heavy site, then test your site. Click around, check the pages and make sure everything looks correct. If something doesn't update, then clear your cache and check again. You really don't need a complicated setup to get good results. Most of the benefits come from just turning on the right core settings. Okay, now let's dive into some of the pros and cons. So Hostinger's built-in caching is simple and effective for most users. It helps improve site speed without needing any extra tools, and it's just easy to manage from one place. For beginners, that makes a really big difference because you don't have to figure everything out on your own. At the same time, caching can sometimes create confusion if you don't understand what's happening. You might update your site and not see the changes right away, or certain dynamic features might not behave as expected. It's not difficult to manage, but it does require a basic understanding of when to clear or adjust settings. Overall, it's a really strong feature, but it works best when you know how to use it intentionally. Okay, now if you don't have Hostinger, I did want to just touch on their different plans and pricing options. So if you use the link down below in our description, you can save up to 85% off. So you just click that link, go to view plans, the deal will automatically get applied. So they've got their premium website builder, and this is all the essentials to create a website. This is $1.99 per month plus 3 extra months free. With this, you can create one website, you get 2 gigabytes of storage, 1 mailbox per website free for 1 year. You also get things like a free domain for the first year, build sites in minutes with their AI website builder, create and send email campaigns, and so much more. Then they've got their business website builder. So this is 84% off, which is $2.99 per month plus 3 extra months on top of that free. With this, you can create 50 websites. You get way more storage, more mailboxes free for the first year. Keep 100% of your profits with 0 transaction fees, track performance, sell custom merch, and so much more. So again, if you are just getting started and don't necessarily need e-commerce features, you can go with this premium website builder. If you are planning to sell and need e-commerce features, go with the business plan. But again, you can save up to 85% off with our link below. There's also a 30-day money-back guaranteed, so there really is nothing to worry about. You can try it out, make sure you love it, and then go from there. Okay, before we wrap up, I want to touch on a few bonus tips. So one simple thing that makes a big difference is testing your site in an incognito window after making changes. This helps you see what a real visitor sees instead of a cached version on your own browser. Another tip is to avoid stacking multiple caching systems on top of each other. If you're using Hostinger's built-in caching, you usually don't need extra caching plugins doing the same job. Too many layers can cause things to slow down or just cause conflicts. And finally, get in the habit of clearing your cache anytime something looks off. A lot of issues with websites are just old cached versions showing up. Clearing it is often the fastest fix. If you're using Hostinger and want a faster website without adding a lot of extra tools, their built-in caching settings are really easy to use. They're really simple to turn on and give you noticeable improvements with minimal effort. If you prefer full control and advanced customization, you might eventually explore additional tools or plugins, but honestly, for most people, the default caching setup in Hostinger is more than enough. The key is to not overcomplicate it. Turn on your core settings, test your site, and adjust only if needed. I know that this stuff can feel technical and confusing at first, especially when you're just trying to get your site to load faster and everything starts sounding all technical. But once you understand the basics, it's actually pretty simple to manage. If you want to check out Hostinger yourself and save up to 85% off, don't forget to use our link down in the description below. I do want to mention that these are affiliate linked, which means we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So if you do choose to use our link, we just want to thank you so much in advance for supporting our channel. Really helps us to continue to create free content just like this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you. This channel is dedicated to helping you build your websites with simple tools and easy steps. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.